Now let's work some problems that use percents. We've got two different choices for this. We can use the percent equation, which says if you take the whole amount that you're starting with and multiply it by the percent in decimal form, that will give you the part. Our other option is to use a proportion. With the proportion, the percent out of 100 is equal to the part out of the whole. So for these first three examples, I'm going to use both the equation and the proportion. After you've seen how both of these work, you can choose which one makes more sense to you and just stick with one or the other. Or if you'd like to learn them both and switch back and forth depending on the problem, that's okay as well. Okay? So to do this one using this formula, we have find or figure out what 30%, know that when you're using the equation you have to turn that percent into a decimal, so it's going to be 0.3. The word of means to multiply, 150. So our variable is already by itself, and we're just taking 3/10 and multiplying it by 150. And 3/10 by 150 is 45. To do this using the percent proportion, I'm going to put the 30 over 100, and I know that my whole amount is 150. What I'm trying to figure out is what part of that full 150 is represented by 30%. So I'll use cross products. 30 times 150 equals 100p, and simplifying, I get 4,500 equals 100p. Divide both sides by 100, and 45 is my part, the same way that it was over here in the first version. To do this problem, I'm going to translate the words into an equation. 49, the word is our equal sign. 28% is going to change to a decimal. The of is our multiplication, and the what number is our x. So to solve this equation, I need to divide both sides by 28/100. So pulling out my calculator, I look at 49 divided by 0.28, and I get 175 is equal to x. Now to go back and check and see if that makes sense, 49 is 28% of some number, so it's less than 100%, less than all of it. It's also smaller than half of it, since 50% would be half, but it's a little bit bigger than a quarter of it. So if we look at the number 175, half of 175, well, half of 160 would be 80 plus 7 more, so about 87.5. And if we chopped that in half, we'd be down somewhere in the neighborhood of around 44. So it seems reasonable that 49 would be about 28%. To solve the same problem using the percent proportion, I put the 28 over 100. This time, I know that 49 is my part. What I don't know is the whole amount that I started with. So using cross products again, I get 28W is equal to 4,900. I divide both sides by 28, and the W equaling 175 is the result that I would get there as well. One last example. 59 and 5/10 is what percent of 70? So translating this to an equation, I have 50.9.5 is, the what percent is going to be my variable, of is still multiplication, and 70 is still 70. So to solve this equation, 59.5 is equal to 70x. I I divide both sides by 70, and 59.5 divided by 70 is 85 hundredths. But remember, when we're using this formula, percents must be changed into decimals before they can go into the formula, and the same is true coming back out. This formula is only going to spit out decimal numbers, not percents. So you still need to convert this decimal number into a percent by moving the decimal 2 places to the right for a final answer of 85%. If we solve this same problem using the percent proportion, we have our variable as the percent, since that's what we're trying to figure out, and our part is 59.5, the whole is 70. Cross products give us 70x equal to 5,950, and when I divide both by 70, I get x equals 85. You'll notice that in this version, we're able to put the percent in still in its full form because this dividing 100 is taking care of the percent symbol in this case. So since that divide 100 was already a part of our formula, this already is a percent when it comes out. All you need to do is add the sign.